I'm Phyllis. I'm sitting in my new apartment in Seattle, looking out at the shimmering water. The sun is rising, casting a warm glow over the city. It's a peaceful scene, a far cry from the chaos and heartache I left behind. I remember the day I decided to leave it all behind. It was a turning point in my life, a moment when I finally realized that I had been living for others for far too long. It all started with my sister, Iris. We grew up in a wealthy family in New York City. Our parents, Henry and Victoria, were successful business owners who always had high expectations for us. Iris was the golden child, the one who could do no wrong. She was beautiful, charming, and had a way of getting what she wanted. I, on the other hand, was the quiet one, the one who always tried to please everyone. For years, I had been paying for Iris's birthday parties, her vacations, and her shopping sprees. I never asked for anything in return, always thinking that my generosity would be appreciated. But it never was. Iris took my kindness for granted, and my parents seemed to turn a blind eye to her behavior. This year, I decided to do something different. I wanted to show Iris and my parents that I was more than just a bank account. I booked an entire restaurant for her birthday party, arranged every detail, and even hired a live band. I told myself that maybe this time, she would finally see me as a part of the family. When I arrived at the restaurant, the valet took my keys, and the doorman checked the guest list. Something in his expression told me that something was wrong. Then I heard Iris's voice behind him, calm and confident, as if she had practiced it. "She's not allowed in." I froze. Iris stood there in a shimmering gold dress, smiling as if nothing about the moment was cruel. My parents were beside her, silent and motionless. Then my father laughed quietly and said, "You really thought you were welcome." My mother gave a small smile, her eyes showing no hint of sympathy. I waited for someone to say something, to remind them that I was the one who had paid for everything. But no one spoke. The security guard looked at me with an apologetic face and told me I needed to step back. I turned and walked toward the parking lot, the music inside fading as the doors closed behind me. Sitting in my car, I opened my phone and typed a message. I hesitated for a moment, then pressed send. The light from the screen reflected across the windshield as I took a slow breath, uncertain whether I felt anger or emptiness. 30 minutes later, something happened that none of them would ever forget. I had sent an email to all of the guests, explaining what had happened and canceling the party. I also included a link to the video that I had found, the one that showed Iris and her friends laughing about how I was paying for everything. The next few days were a blur. Iris and my parents were furious, but I didn't care. I had finally stood up for myself, and it felt good. I deleted Iris's number from my phone, closed my bank account, and cut off all contact with my family. It wasn't easy at first. I felt lost and alone, like I had no one to turn to. But then I met Noah, a journalist who had read my story and wanted to help me tell it. We worked together on an article about family financial gaslighting, and it went viral. People from all over the world reached out to me, sharing their own stories of abuse and betrayal. For the first time in my life, I felt heard. I realized that I wasn't alone, that there were others who had gone through similar experiences. I also realized that I didn't need my family to be happy. I had found a new family, a community of people who supported and understood me. A few weeks later, I received a job offer from a media company in Seattle. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, a chance to start over and build a new life for myself. I didn't hesitate. I packed my bags and moved across the country, leaving behind the pain and heartache of the past. Life in Seattle has been amazing. I love my job, my colleagues, and my new apartment. I have made new friends, and I feel like I belong. I no longer feel the need to please others or to seek their approval. I am finally free. As I sit here, watching the sun rise over the water, I can't help but smile. I have come a long way, and I am proud of myself. I have learned that peace isn't something you find in others. It's something you choose every single day. And I choose to live my life on my own terms, free from the expectations and demands of others.